We're shifting our focus right now and talking about Pakistan, where trouble seems to be mounting and only growing for former Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan. Now, this comes in after Imran Khan's Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf party was rocked by a spree of resignations of senior leadership starting May 24th. Now, the latest one to join that list of resignees is PTI's senior vice president and spokesperson Fawad Chaudhry, who on Wednesday announced on Twitter that he was parting ways with the party, with Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, and he stated that he condemned the violent protests that shattered the nation May 9th after Imran Khan's arrest in an alleged corruption case. Now remember, Imran Khan's close confidant, Asad Umar, soon after his release from Rawalpindi's Adiala jail, announced his resignation from all party positions except from its primary membership. Now, both the top leaders of the PTI, despite their fierce defense of Imran Khan's political positioning within Pakistan's complex civilian-military nexus of mutual dependence, stated that the May 9th vandalism was the reason behind their resignation. However, Imran Khan begs to differ, and he continues to maintain that all of these resignations have been forced.
मैं ये कमेटी बनाता हूं, मैं दो चीजें कहता हूं, दो चीजें करते हैं। अगर इस कमेटी को ये बैठ के कह दें कि जी इमरान खान के बगैर पाकिस्तान बेहतर हो जाएगा और आपके पास कोई सलूशन है, मैं फिर से कहता हूं कि इस मुल्क की खातिर मैं छोड़ देता हूं, मैं पीछे हट जाता हूं। अगर आप ये कमेटी को समझा दें कि मेरे बगैर मुल्क बेहतर चलेगा, चले मैं मुल्क की खातिर ये भी छोड़ने के लिए तैयार हूं। या दूसरी चीज, या इस कमेटी को यह कह दें कि अक्टूबर में इलेक्शन करवाने से पाकिस्तान को क्या फायदा है। यह तो हमें समझ आ रही है कि अक्टूबर तक तहरीक इंसाफ को इनका ख्याल है क्रश कर देंगे, लेकिन पाकिस्तान को क्या फायदा है। हम क्यों अक्टूबर तक इंतजार कर रहे हैं जब मुल्क नीचे जा रहा है। या ये दो चीजें कन्विंस कर दें, मैं इसकी कमेटी बनाऊंगा, मैं इंशाल्लाह कल अनाउंस कर दूंगा।
Bringing my colleague Siddhant Mishra on this live stream. Siddhant, trouble seems to be mounting for Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf and more importantly for Imran Khan. Although he says that both of these top resignations that have just happened, all of them are forced. How much of truth can actually be put on the claims that Imran Khan is making?
Well, what observers are telling us is that this Imran Khan is a different person, because 2 months back when Imran Khan used to make statements sitting at his Zaman Park residence, or perhaps speak to people of Pakistan, he used to speak in high pitch. This time around, in fact, the recent clip that we played right now, the tone is down. He looks like more poised and calm leader, and also he understands that this particular body language is required because he has finally understood that there is a possibility of him losing this battle against army and government. And this is perhaps the reason now he has he uses lower pitch while speaking. He is not making provocative statements. What he is talking about is forming committee, so that committee can forge some sort of a consensus. And he's also talking of calling early elections. So these are the two demands which Imran Khan has put forward, and he has finally, he is endorsing the route of dialogue with the government and army. So it talks about Imran Khan's current situation, because 2 months back, when for the first time police teams reached Imran Khan's residence outside in Zaman Park area, if you remember, there were provocative statements from his side. He in fact asked his cadre to come on the streets and get involved in confrontation with the army, with the police. Then again, second time when he got arrested from the court, same was the situation all across the Pakistan. But today when he talks for dialogue. He talks for forming committee. So his tone has come down, and that is because of the crackdown which the government of Pakistan is doing in connivance with the army of Pakistan. His leaders are getting arrested. The senior leaders like Fawad Chaudhry, the faces of PTI, they all have resigned because they have also understood that Imran Khan, it looks like that he doesn't have future in Pakistan. Because the biggest mistake that Imran Khan did, perhaps that worked in his favor also, was to stay in Pakistan and speak against government and army. None of the former prime ministers have ever done that in Pakistan, because Pakistan says that they are a democratic country, but they are not. It's the army which runs the show. So army is not happy of him sitting in Pakistan, abusing army, abusing government every day. The former prime minister, what they did was, they, instead of staying in Pakistan, they went to London, they went to Jeddah, they went to Dubai, and they used to make a political commentary sitting abroad. So, you know, that is not going perhaps that is not being received very well by the army and the government. And this entire drama which Imran Khan started after stepping down from the post of Prime Minister, speaking against army, government, you know, also naming the army generals, the army commanders, and, you know, saying that army wants to assassinate him. So he has done a lot, and trust me, the army, what I have managed to gather after speaking to experts on this subject, they tell us the army has tolerated enough.
Okay.
And army wants to put a full stop now to whatever, to this entire Imran Khan saga. And this has been decided, there is no U-turn. And this is perhaps the reason now, you know, he wants to have dialogue, he wants to form a committee. And trust me, you know, maybe after few days, there is also a possibility that he can start talking in favor of army, or maybe some of the generals of the army, because he has understood that there is no U-turn. He cannot win this battle, because the army and government is mighty. They have power in their hands, and he can easily be crushed before the elections. So he understands that very well. And this is the reason that now he is resorting to dialogue. He wants to speak to the government. He wants to, you know, yes, he has a demand of early election, but that he is putting forward in a very peaceful and democratic manner. So this is not the same Imran Khan which we used to see maybe 2 months or 3 months back. Back to you.
Thank you so much for that, Siddhant, and offering that perspective. Let me now bring in Faraz Saeed, who's a senior Pakistan journalist on this live stream. Faraz, thank you so much for joining us. The big question as of now, with more and more senior PTI leaders resigning, is the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf imploding? And can we really look at all of these desertions as an organic one in the middle of this growing pressure by the intense Pakistani army?
Of course, it's not organic. I mean, Dr. Shireen Mazari, one of the PTI's top leadership, she was arrested 5 times in 11 days right after May 9th incident. So, I mean, this is not an organic way, the way people are jumping PTI ships, because again, it is sort of a mental torture. If you're going to arrest senior leadership 5 times in 11 days, one after another, cases have been lodged against them, that is not in an organic way how people are leaving Imran Khan's party. Now, Imran Khan is left with very few options. You see, May 9 could have been through, you know, people are talking that May 9 could be termed as a 9/11 for Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, because again, before that, Imran Khan was in a very high spirit, or the entire party was in high spirits, and the way they were going ahead against the top military establishment. I mean, Imran Khan has been very smart in conjuring up narratives that how he used to appease the entire army, but only used to attack the few leaders in Pakistan army. He used to name General Bajwa, he used to name General Asim Munir, he used to name the ISI chief, but on the contrary, he used to appraise the entire military. You know, hand in hand. However, after May 9 attacks, when, you know, PTI supporters were involved in attacking Co-Commander House, Radio Pakistan building in Peshawar, and, you know, other military installations, that was a turning point where, you know, a narrative was built that how PTI has been against the army for a very long period of time, and that's when PTI was against the wall. And you know, what we see today is that the entire leadership is out of the corridor. Now, I see this in a very different perspective. You know, whenever these situations happen in Pakistan, there has to be a method to madness. It is not a surprising moment that right after May 9, Imran Khan is up against the wall. I mean, we all knew Imran Khan and his party has been attacking the parliament when they were, marching against PMLN leader Nawaz Sharif.
Yes.
They actually entered into the Parliament House. They actually entered into the vicinity of the Prime Minister House, and there was no cases lodged against them. They attacked, Radio Pakistan building in Islamabad. There were no cases, these sort of cases attached to them. Now, I see this in two different perspectives. You see, Pakistan is lurking for IMF program, and it needs a bailout package. It is sort of an existential crisis that Pakistan is facing when it comes to economy. And secondly, the Chinese are unhappy with the kind of political instability in Pakistan. You see, in order to meet the IMF condition, IMF thinks that if there is a regime change, before Imran Khan backtrack from his agreement. Now Ishaq Dar, the current finance minister, is talking to the IMF. IMF still thinks that there are a high chances that Imran Khan might come to power again, and he might backtrack from the deal. So in order to, accept their demand, they want Imran Khan out to appease
No,
the
but
Chinese.
Faraz, I want to
appease the
understand
IMF.
how much of that theory will even be practical now, with the PTI dismantling slowly, with all of its senior leadership leaving. And also, we've had a statement by the Defense Minister of Pakistan, Khwaja Asif. Now, they are saying that we are considering a ban on PTI altogether. If there is not going to be a political party that is with Imran Khan, how is he even going to be able to fight that election?
You see, PMLN's leader, Maryam Nawaz, the daughter of the former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif, used to say that they want a field where it's, an actual level playing field where they can contest elections. And with the kind of clout, the political capital that Imran Khan used to wield before May 9th, they practically witnessed a existential crisis when it comes to politics. Now, after May 9th, even if Imran Khan is alone, and the entire leadership is jumping the wagon, the point is that now if they go into election, there are high chances that, PTI's narrative is sort of weak, and, they're anti-establishment, they're anti-Pakistan, and people might not give them the votes that PMLN was fearing that, they might win the election. Now they have the chance to win an election on a narrative that the PTI is anti-Pakistan, PTI is anti-establishment, anti-military, and is a terror organization. By the way, I have talked to many experts on legal remedies.
Yes.
If the government plays along with banning PTI as a terror organization, there are Supreme Court judgments where they say, political parties cannot be banned whatsoever. I mean, Tehreek-e-Insaf, Pakistan is allowed to contest election in Pakistan. Why could PTI contest elections?
Okay.
And why would they be
So I got your point, Faraz. I
banned?
also want to understand, because there are many statements that Imran Khan has made, and we had our fellow colleague who was talking about how his tone seems to have mellowed down. He is feeling that pressure, especially by the Pakistan army. However, he does press for a dialogue with the army. How much of that is now possible?
Of course, he's up against the wall. The entire leadership has left him. He has no other option but to engage in a dialogue. But now, the government, the PDM is not in a mood to, initiate any kind of dialogue, because again, you don't get to negotiate with the people who are losing. You only get to negotiate with the people who are winning. When Imran Khan was winning, the PDM government was adamant to negotiate, come on table, and set a date of election that is agreeable to both parties. Now, when PTI is up against the wall, they have no other options. They're out of the options practically. Now, Imran Khan, of course, his tone is weak. Of course, he's hurt because, again, about 40 of his political workers have been shot dead. The entire party is some sort of in the drain hole. And now if he wants to even negotiate, the government would not be able to negotiate, because again, the powerful never negotiates with the weak person. And when the establishment and PDM is in cahoots, why would they negotiate with Imran Khan? Of course, Imran Khan would want to negotiate, because again, now he is fighting for his political survival.
Right. Faraz, thank you so much for offering that perspective for our viewers. Thank you so much for joining us.